YouTube, what's going on? Jeremy, I'm doing back here with once again the continuation of the second part of the NFL football preview series. So we have already talked about the first two teams in the AFC South will be the Jacksonville Jaguars and the oh god, who else did I talk about? Jacksonville and the Tennessee Titans. That's right. So that was the third and the fourth place teams in the division last year. So now we're going to move on to the second place team in the division. And that will be the Indianapolis Colts, and the theme for them is quarterback problems all over the place. I mean, it's just been a disaster at the quarterback position for probably 3 or 4 years now. So we take a look at this team. Of course, Shane Steichen, the former Eagles offensive coordinator, he's going to be starting his third season in Indianapolis. So the big controversy in Indianapolis is that Anthony Richardson is a subpar quarterback. He had 8 touchdowns and 12 interceptions last year, not even 2,000 yards passing. So they brought in quarterback Daniel Jones, formerly of the New York Giants, to create a little bit of a quarterback competition. But of course, we know who the featured running back is. That will be Jonathan Taylor, followed by Khalil Herbert, who I believe played for Cincinnati last year and there was a focal point in Chicago. But he will be the tailback as the backup. Tyler Warren, their new tight end out of Penn State, will be the tight end there. I forgot to put on there. But Michael Pittman, Alec Pierce, and Josh Downs are the three focal points on offense. And then, of course, on the tackle side, you've got Quentin Nelson, the go-to offensive tackle in the NFL. Kwity Paye and DeForest Buckner, and you've got Javarius Ward down there as well, along with Cameron Bynum. A defense that has looked lackluster, to say the least, at times. I mean, they gave up 31 points last year to Denver. They gave up 30 points to Tennessee. They gave up 45 to the New York Giants. I mean, that's called abysmal, to say the least. But if we take a look at their schedule, which of course Indianapolis, all-time record 564, 510, and 8. That's just over 52% win percentage. That includes their time back in Baltimore back in the early days before they moved to Indianapolis, I think in 1984. And they have a winning record against everyone in the division because their division has been pure crap for the last 5 years. So we take a look at their schedule. They got a 9:30 London game in London against Atlanta, exclusively on NFL Network. They're going to Seattle. Their one primetime game will be against the San Francisco 49ers in Indianapolis. That will be, of course, Monday Night Football on ESPN. But everything else, 1 o'clock, 4:05. Over-under is 6.5 wins for this team. Last year they finished 8-9. I expect this to be a abysmal year for the Tennessee Titans. I mean, for Indianapolis Colts. I have them before their bye week starting 3-7, and then winning 2 of their last remaining games in that schedule. I do have them beating Atlanta. I have them beating the Raiders. They're going to win for the first time in Jacksonville in 10 years, so I do have that streak coming to an end. But everything else, I think it's going to be a crap year. I don't think they are talented enough. I don't think they are offensively gifted, especially at the quarterback position. I think on defense, they've got some severe issues. If you're giving up 45 points last year to the New York Giants, who won, I think, 3 games last year, you have got problemas on that side of the ball. So I think it's falling apart by the seams. I think Shane Steichen is going to go down with the ship this year. All right, so this has been my little video on the Indianapolis Colts. I have once again, I have them going 5-12 in the AFC South this year. It's finishing tied for last place with the Jacksonville Jaguars, also at 5-12. All right, so in the next video, we're going to talk about the winner of the AFC South last year, which will be the Houston Texans, and we've got a lot to talk about with them. So until then, this has been your man Dylan signing off for this part of the series. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.